Hey everybody, and welcome on back to the Inky Show. We have returned to react to another creepy scary video today. We are joining Mind Junkie for some little creepy clippy adventures. We've got 10 scary ghost videos that defy explanation today. So hopefully, like last video before last, we didn't get 10 clips when we were meant to get 10 clips, but then last video we did get all 10. So hopefully in this one we definitely get all 10 clips because we want to see them. What is it? It's like 20 minutes long or something. About, yeah, just over 20 minutes. So let's see if we get all 10 clips. Hopefully so. Before we do jump into it though, please do be sure to do all the YouTubey things. They help me out immensely and they don't cost a thing. If you could subscribe, give the video a like, a comment, all of that stuff, I'd really appreciate it. And also I will link Mind Junkie down below. They are our creepy clipper friends here and they do a fantastic job, so please do go check out their channel, subscribe to them. I have liked this video, make sure you go over there and like their videos, all the things, all of the good things that we like to do to show some love and support over here on youtube.com. Yeah, so we're gonna have a look, see, let's get ourselves a bit more comfortable. We're going to see what we're going to see today. I'm very excited.
Back in 2025, Sarah started noticing something very different. She thinks something paranormal started haunting her house and that it isn't friendly.
Yeah.
Late one night, Sarah was relaxing at home when she suddenly hears music playing in her daughter's room. Her daughter should be asleep, so Sarah immediately suspects something paranormal. Hoping to catch proof of the ghost on camera, she grabs her phone and hits record.
I'm up here, the toy, I can hear it.
My daughter's been asleep for 2 hours.
There's something playing with that toy.
She's all the way over there. How is this standing up perfectly upright and turned on? She can't reach that. Hi, baby. And she's dead asleep when that thing just...
When Sarah walks into her daughter's room to check on her, she finds one of her daughter's musical toys has been turned on, but her daughter is fast asleep in her crib, so something else must have activated the toy. And that's not the scariest thing. Before Sarah goes into the bedroom, several viewers have pointed out what appears to be a shadowy figure standing in the dark.
I did notice its hand down here. What I didn't notice was the rest of it going on. It is a whole ass figure chilling playing with that toy. Yeah. I've actually experienced this before. I've only had a couple times and it's never been in my home, but there's someone's home that I used to frequent a lot. And I remember we got back one night. I think we'd been out at a friend's and we got back, I don't know, 1, 2 in the morning. And we got in and first off the front door was wide open. You went down the hallway and then you'd get into the living room. Get into the living room, the kids' toys going off on their own. And also the back door, because the back door was right down through there as well. And that was just wide open with the key swinging. And that was really, really freaking weird. It was so, no one had broken in, like nothing had gone on. Yeah, it was really odd and creepy. I mean, maybe the kid got up and sleepwalked, but I don't know. There were a few things in that house. There were a few things that I was there to bear witness to that just freaked me out. So now you all know. I get kids' toys. That's definitely a one for me. I'm like, no. I wouldn't want any that are capable of making noise on their own. Ew.
Darkness next to the crib, viewers think it looks like the silhouette of a small child, perhaps playing with the toy. Sarah didn't see it at the time. If she did, she says she would have never left her daughter sleeping in that room. She now thinks that this is the unfriendly presence she noticed in her home before, and now she claims to have proof of it on camera. Child ghosts are probably some of the creepiest paranormal entities anyone can encounter, and another one is said to appear in this next clip.
Let's see. Number 3 a.m. Sorry, number 9 3 a.m. 3 a.m. in the haunted house, rather.
In 2024, the Paranormal Unearthed ghost hunting team conducted an investigation of a haunted house. The house is in Horseheads, New York State, and is infamous for reports of a shadow man standing at the foot of the beds, and children running through the halls, as well as unexplained voices and creepy sounds, and also full-body apparitions. It was built in 1950, but these days it is an Airbnb for guests interested in experiencing the paranormal. The team arrives and sets up their equipment around the house. They manage to document some interesting evidence, but the creepiest thing doesn't happen until long after everyone has gone to bed. It's around 3 a.m. and the Paranormal Unearthed team has left cameras rolling in strategic parts of the house, just in case, and they capture this.
There we are. Good to go. Alright,
Shadowy shadow.
get the portal on. Is that
See
The
him.
shadow of someone or something appears in an empty corridor. The Paranormal Unearthed team believes that this is the ghost of one of the children who is said to haunt the house. But what do you think this is? Is it a ghost? Let me know.
I don't trust these ones. You know, when they've got a haunted property and they start using it as like a hotel or Airbnb or like just somewhere to pay and come and spend the night to see if you can get anything. I don't always buy it because obviously it's just a big money maker, isn't it? It's just like a little attraction. And the more you put into people's heads, the more convinced you are that something's going on at a certain place, the more likely you are to misconstrue noises, to kind of see things, to make a lot of things that aren't really there. So, but that, I mean, that shadow is, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say. It is weird. Could it just be edited in by these guys? I don't really know. I don't really know. Those machines as well, because they just throw up the little lines. I don't know how I feel about those either. Like, how accurate can they be? Is it not just like generating random stuff? I don't know. I don't know how they work. But yeah, the shadow is good. The fact that it's a charged for haunted Airbnb, I don't know. Number 8 already, the imaginary friend.
Children around the world have imaginary friends.
Yes, did you ever have an imaginary friend? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. I never did. I think it's more of an only child thing, isn't it? My best friend in first school, she had an imaginary friend for a bit. I do remember that. That's quite cute. But also quite creepy because often it's probably just a ghost that they're playing with, isn't it? That's what we're learning. Thankfully, I never had a ghosty imaginary friend.
It's not usually anything to worry about, but one parent recently noticed her son acting strangely and started to question whether his friend was really imaginary or more real than she first thought. She explains that she'd catch him talking to someone when no one was around, and that she would find his toys in random places around the house. Concerned, she set up a security camera in her son's playroom, and soon enough, the camera caught something unsettling.
Whoa! Pulled his arm back. There.
The boy's arm seems to be pulled upwards on its own, as if something we can't see grabbed it. Almost at the same moment, a nearby teddy bear appears to move with no obvious cause. The boy's mother thinks it looks as if his, quote, imaginary friend was trying to get his attention. She is freaked out by what she caught on camera. Part of her thinks she is just being paranoid and jumping at shadows, but the other parts think there might be something genuinely paranormal going on. And if you think that's creepy, this next clip will really scare you.
Oh, well, that was the end of that one for him. Yeah, that is strange. That was strange footage. I appreciate that. What was at the end of the bed? What was it?
On the other side of the world, another parent also set up a security camera in his child's room. It was just meant to be a baby monitor, with the footage fed live to his phone. At the time, he didn't expect to catch anything concerning on camera. But one night, long after the boy has gone to sleep, the father gets a notification on his phone that his son is out of bed. He immediately checks the footage and sees something that makes his blood run cold.
I was filming on the dome camera a couple of days ago, and I noticed something at the bottom of my son's bed.
Yeah, it looks like a little creature. I thought that was the kid.
Screenshot of it if I can, with a picture, but you can just see it.
You can see him.
Under there, like that. Now,
peeping between the bars. That's what I can see.
When I got the notification.
This is what I can see. Like an eye and a nose. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't really see anything else. I don't like it.
That my son had got out of bed and he was facing the camera at the bottom of the bed. I thought that was his little face. But then when you press play on the video, it flies off. See that? Let's go back.
It flew off. It did. It flew up.
Flies off. Keep playing it back.
Oi!
You can just see it.
Something can be seen at the end of the boy's bed. The father thought it was his son, but then it appeared to fly off the
do you know what it reminds me of? Did anyone watch Welcome to Derry? Like, is it the first couple of episodes or just the first one with that little thing that flies around everywhere? Like the little demon baby with like bat wings. It's revolting and disturbing. That's what that reminds me of.
The camera registered it. When he checked, he found the boy fast asleep in bed, and there was nothing out of the ordinary in his bedroom. So, what is this? The father says
I don't like
he
it.
didn't believe in ghosts before, but what he caught on camera
I'm
that
a believer.
night made him question everything.
Immediate moving. She called out to it.
Nicholas Farrier usually posts about his daily life on social media. Until recently, he'd never posted about anything paranormal. But one day, while playing with his daughter, he inadvertently recorded something that spooked him. Just like in previous entries, Nicholas's daughter says she has an imaginary friend. But once again, Nicholas is left wondering if the friend really is imaginary or if there's something
There's too much of this going on.
going on.
Miren hasta el final. Es una cosa muy loca lo que pasa acá, cerca de mi barrio, a la vuelta de mi casa. Bueno, mi hija.
I was telling us some weird stuff's happening around the corner from his house. He's got an imaginary friend.
Ustedes miren. Váyale, decirle que
They were
traiga el
looking at
coche.
the pram.
Decirle que traiga el coche, decirle.
Tell him to bring the car. So she says bring the car. They're calling the pram the
Dice que
car.
traiga el
Okay.
coche.
And the pram is pushing itself. So this is her friend that she's got. She's telling it to push the pram.
Nicholas's daughter calls out to her supposedly imaginary friend, and to Nicholas's horror, her toy pushchair starts rolling towards her. Nothing and no one seems to be moving it, which leaves Nicholas with only one explanation. It must be his daughter's imaginary friend
They could
pushing
have-
it. Shortly after posting, the video went viral. A lot of people believed Nicholas, but also attracted the attention of skeptics
Yeah,
to prove that he
I feel like
didn't
that one
fake
could
the
have been
video.
faked.
Nicholas posted a
Okay.
follow-up.
Ahí está mi hija, es de noche. Acá tengo la mano, no tengo hilo.
Are you
No
sure?
hay control
No
remoto
thread,
por
no.
ningún lado, por donde lo vean. Al carrito
No.
no tiene control
There's no
remoto.
remote control, no
Bueno,
thread, anything.
Acá
I don't see
mi
anything
hija
on
va a
it.
llamar el coche.
Este es el último video que hice con mi hija.
Llama al coche. Llama al coche.
pega un grito y hasta los perros ladran.
Para que ustedes vean. Llámalo.
Oh, it's following her along. This is a good one. This is a good one. It's kind of getting pushed into the wall though.
Nicholas shows that the pushchair isn't connected to any strings or wires, so there is no way that it could be pushed or pulled by him or anyone else. He then tells his daughter to call out to her imaginary friend. Once again, the pushchair rolls towards them. So, just what is going on here? Could a ghost have attached itself to the girl?
Oh, did it turn then? Okay,
acting
it gave a
as
little-
her
oh, no, did she
imaginary
turn it?
friend? Drop a comment and let me know what you think.
I like it. This is like, you can guarantee if I did have a child, I'd get one of these creepy ones. I would. I'd get a freaking haunted one, wouldn't I? Be just the way. Number 5 what?
build-
Hold up. Here it is, number 5. The figure in the Sanatorium.
Abandoned buildings regularly attract urban explorers and paranormal investigators. Indiana State Sanatorium is a favourite for exploration because it is famous among locals for being incredibly haunted. The stories say the sanatorium is haunted by the ghosts of patients who passed away there decades ago. Many of them were mistreated, and it is said that their ghosts linger in the decaying hospital looking for revenge. A photo recently shared to Reddit by an urban explorer supposedly captures one of these ghosts on camera. What appears to be a figure can be seen lurking in the back.
He's quite a good one. Yeah, you can see his little eyebrows and his little nose, and that looks like a moustache to me. Maybe a little goatee here. And his head is like, that's his head. And you come down here and you've got an arm, and a hand down here, and then up, finish the arm. And over here is his other shoulder to his arm, and a hand around here, and then you've got his torso. One leg. Where's the other leg? Maybe he's a one-legged ghosty.
Ground of the picture, Redditors think it looks like a person, perhaps a woman in a long hospital gown. The original poster
No,
has
not
no
me
logical
saying it's a
way
man
to
with a
explain what
moustache.
they caught on camera that day. However, they did feel an almost
send it out.
overwhelming sense of dread the entire time they were inside Indiana State Sanatorium. This leads them to believe that the legends about it being haunted really are true.
Number 4, Too Fast to Be Human. We're boop boop bopping. I think we're getting all 10.
In February 2026, a home security camera recorded something unsettling. The camera was placed outside a house on a quiet residential street in Ohio, USA. The street is near a large patch of forest, so the residents aren't unaccustomed to hearing strange noises at night and occasionally seeing wild animals running around. But what was captured by the security camera that night seems to have no logical explanation.
Ooh, that was quick. I saw it though. I peeped it. Wouldn't
Something passes by the camera at incredible speed, almost too fast to see. When the footage is slowed down, it becomes a little clearer. It's a dark shape moving incredibly fast. Other than that, it's hard to say what it could be. Creepiest of all, it was apparently caught on 2 separate cameras on 2 separate houses.
Yes, it's always good when you have a paranormal or just kind of paranormal event, I suppose, ghosty or alien wise, and you get like different perspectives because people caught it at the same time on different cameras that were like nowhere near each other, but they saw this phenomenon, this thing, and multiple cameras got it from different angles. So I like it. I like when that happens.
Means that whatever this was, it wasn't an isolated incident caused by a glitch in a single camera. Some viewers have suggested it might have been a bird flying past, but others have pointed to the almost unnatural speed it is moving at.
Yeah.
It seems very unlikely that any bird would be able to fly that quickly. Many viewers think that what was caught by the security camera is actually something paranormal. But what do you think?
It starts off too big as well, and then it goes tiny and really fade. Like if it was a bird, it would just be a really small little. It'd be the same size. I believe it's real. Number 3, don't look in the mirror.
A young woman was spending a night home alone when she experienced something that just didn't make sense. For a while now, the woman claims to have been hearing disembodied voices around her apartment, especially at night. But whenever she tries to find out where they're coming from, there's nothing there. Scared and frustrated, the woman starts to think her apartment could be haunted by ghosts. So, the next time she hears the voices, she decides to finally get proof and begins recording on her phone.
I'm recording this to see if I can catch it on camera this time. But I'm home alone for the night and I swear I've been hearing noises. Stop. My fucking God.
Stop it.
And usually this happens, but this time I'm so fucking paranoid. Please tell me that you can hear that.
Ooh, this is awful. This woman is petrified as well. Like, that sounds genuine to me. That's one of the worst things. I can't imagine having to listen to that. Oh no.
So much now. I'm tired.
A voice can be heard calling out from the darkness in the woman's apartment. It keeps repeating the same word, hello. The woman records just long enough to catch the voice on camera, then gets out of there as fast as possible. She later uploaded the clip to social media, where it quickly got the attention of the paranormal community. Many commenters believe that the woman recorded the voice of a mimic, and a mimic is a kind of
Hate
spirit
those.
that copies the voices and behaviours of humans and those they love. It then feeds on their fear. And even if this isn't a mimic, one thing is certain, the woman is absolutely terrified.
Poor thing. Oh, what's the drone recorded?
The border between Syria and Jordan is a highly secure area between two volatile nations. For this reason, it's monitored by sophisticated military drones at all times. The drones are meant to survey the border for any unauthorized crossings or military aggression. But back in 2021, a drone captured something totally unexpected. The drone footage appears to show an object flying around above the border. It's circular in shape and bright, easily showing up on the infrared cameras. Journalist Jeremy Corbell released this footage in early 2026.
Yes, love Jeremy Corbell. Have you seen all the orbs, especially recently, the silver ones, the silver round orbs that people are getting from all over the place? And they're very intriguing. It's like they want to be seen. I mean, if you've seen any of those clips, you all know what I mean. I love seeing this stuff. I love getting a bit more information on what's going on with the UAP, the UFO community, all the things that have been coming out. And
Then had it analysed by experts around the world. One expert, Marek von Rennenkampf, who was an analyst at the US Bureau for International Security, said that it was the most extraordinary footage he'd ever seen. It seems to exhibit signs of instantaneous acceleration, meaning it suddenly speeds up and slows down in an unpredictable way, as if something or someone is controlling it. It also doesn't look like any kind of plane or military drone that we know of, which leads Corbell and von Rennenkampf to believe the footage is a UAP, or an unidentified anomalous.
yes, I've always been big on it. I've never been under the illusion. I find it strange. Like, I've had more of a difficult time believing in ghosts as we see them, the traditional ghosts and hauntings. It's, you know, people that have died and come back. But I've always believed that there's got to be other life out there. I've always thought it's incredibly arrogant and incredibly ignorant. Like, what an insane thing to think that we could exist like we are. That's it. That's us. We're the only planet that can have life on it. We're the only life forms in the entire universe. I've always thought it's insane. So I've always thought that there's other life out there, and that are probably, you know, most likely much more intelligent life than us, that maybe surveys us or looks at us the same way we look at bugs and animals and all the rest of it. I don't know what it is. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of it's coming from the ocean and things now. So rather than thinking up in space, down in the oceans, they talk about underground. All of these are really interesting things. But obviously, the government and all these departments, all of these secret entities that have been covering this up and working on this for decades and decades and decades, they're well aware of it, and they have craft. They've gotten bodies, non-human bodies, and they've been working on technology, reversing the technology. Obviously, Bob Lazar, you know, we all know, and I find it absolutely fascinating. That's the fact that drone that monitors the border like that has picked that up. You know, that's not going to be faked footage from something from that drone doing that. And it's time and time and time again we see aircraft that is not humanly possible.
Phenomenon may be of extraterrestrial origin, and this next clip shows something eerily similar.
Number one, what is that in the sky?
Billy Kryak uses professional camera equipment to capture potential evidence of UAPs and UFOs. In early 2026, he caught what he says is some of the clearest evidence of a UAP. He then shared the footage to social media, where it went viral.
With my A7R5 with the Ninja 5 on top, recording in ProRes RAW through a 1200 millimeter lens. So this is basically, I'm using a telescope for this at extremely high bitrate levels and zero compression on the footage. So this is about as clean as I'm going to be able to get with the with what I have. So what is it? It looks like a bar of light. Like, it literally just looks like a bar of light. And to your eye, it looks a little different than it does that's captured by the camera. I don't know why that's the case, but I stood there with binoculars and I was watching them fly around, and it looks pearlescent, right? It's a pearlescent white light. Yeah, so I've seen these things do very different behaviors and their flight characteristics. Sometimes they're flying, the bar is kind of like going straight like this, and it will actually turn, and the bar itself
it's rotating in midair. Moving, they're flying along.
Parallel to its movement, right? So it's actually flat to its movement. Other times I've seen them rotating and tumbling. Other times they just kind of turn into like a flashing spot, right? But in the end, they always turn into...
The object Kryak captures on camera is bar-shaped and gives off a strange pearlescent light. Kryak, who has expert knowledge of physics and aviation, noticed the strange flight patterns of the object. This, and the physical appearance of the object, makes him think it's a UAP, possibly a vessel from outer space. And its strange behaviour and appearance aren't the only things that led Kryak to think this.
On thermal, they just look like a blob, right? You don't see the detail of the bar. It looks like a circle, spherical object.
Kryak explains that he's seen objects like this one more than once. He even saw them through his thermal camera during the day. Kryak is reluctant to speculate about what exactly these objects are, but many of his viewers think they could be alien ships, just like the UAP at the Syria-Jordan border is speculated to be. So what exactly are these UAPs doing in our skies? Well, I'll leave you to discuss that in the comments.
Well, I believe, but just like me saying about when people go to a haunted place and they've got a preconceived notion, so like, you know, their mind can just see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear. I'm very much a believer in UAPs and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm probably always wanting to see, because I want to believe so bad, and I want proof. I want more proof so badly. Everything I see, I'm like, yeah, definitely. But, however, it's an interesting time to be alive when it comes to all of that stuff, isn't it now? So thank you for watching this video with me. I really enjoyed that one, actually. They were really good clips. There were some really, really horrible ones in there. The imaginary friends. I'm glad we got some UAV stuff thrown in. That's always nice to have that sprinkled in. I might start venturing into tiptoeing maybe into more detailed videos just dedicated to that kind of stuff at some point. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And have you guys ever seen anything? That's something I want to ask. Have you ever seen anything that you think, is that a UAP? Have you ever had any kind of experience? Like, tell me more, because we've got all the usual suspects of craft that you can spot hanging around, and I would love to hear if you've ever managed to peep. I've kind of had one weird experience with it, but I don't know. It was a weird one, and it wasn't just me there. It was very strange. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, whatever you're up to. I will be back the same time, same place next Tuesday, and I can't wait to see you there. But until then, my friends, I shall see you later.